let's talk about Jalen Brunson's place in history. It might feel like it's early to do that, but I would remind you that Jalen is the rare name where we kind of, people our age, have seen almost the entire arc of the existence of that name. And obviously at this point, since Jalen Rose's mom conjured it out of the air, at this point,
she did her thing with that. She did her thing with that, bro.
There are so many professional athletes named Jalen, but it's also a new name. So I'm curious, where do you see Jalen Brunson falling on the all-time Jalen power rankings? Is he over Jalen Hurts? Is he over Jalen Rose, who obviously deserves a large amount of consideration as the pioneer name bearer? But where do you have Jalen Brunson, Tyler?
No one's ever going to surpass Jalen Rose on the all-time Jalen power rankings. For one, he's the originator, and two, he was the fucking heart and soul and the mouthpiece of the coolest basketball team I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So Jalen is certified as the Jalen GOAT. He started all this shit, and I said like he's a cultural legend as well. I was doing some research on Jalen, and it's like a lot of quantity, not really a lot of quality there, dog.
Oh, wow. That's a shame.
It's
that name deserves
like,
better.
Right, there's Jalen Hurts. There's Jalen Ramsey. He deserves some on this because there was a time, a few years when he was the best cornerback in the world. I'll give him that.
Jalen Hurts shaved the mustache, though. He got a drop. When he went barefaced, when he turned into, Officer Hurts, we might have to.
No. I'm talking about Jalen Ramsey, the corner.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you said Jalen Hurts and Jalen Ramsey, though, right?
Yeah.
Jalen.
I might put Jalen Ramsey over Jalen Hurts. I might.
I mean, for now, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts has a chance to surpass him, perhaps. But at this moment, I cast my vote with Ramsey. And then, there's Jalen Brunson. I might put Jalen Brunson number 2, dog. Maybe prisoner of the moment shit. But like I said, he's going to go down as one of the most beloved Knicks of all time. He's a fucking incredible. I don't know if anyone has been playing better in these playoffs so far than Jalen Brunson. He might be number 2, dog.
He had 4. I mean, people were talking about Edwards being the best, best player in the playoffs. And I mean, I wouldn't argue that. But I mean, a man has got 4 games in a row?
Yeah. I mean,
come on. I mean, like, how do you not say that's the best player?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's eye test where that he's not a better player than Ant. But like I said, I don't think anyone's having a better postseason. I'm not saying he's the best player in the postseason.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If he wins a championship this year, you don't put him over Jalen Rose? If they beat the Celtics and they knock off?
He'll never be over Jalen Rose. Jalen will always be
never. If he wins the next 6 NBA championships, he's not over Jalen Rose.
Because Jalen started the whole Jalen shit, man. There's that.
And then the Fab Five, bro. That's forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's different.
So Jalen Rose
might be number 1 in New York. Number 1 in New York.
He's hit the ceiling. Jalen Brunson's hit the ceiling. He's gotten up to number 2, and nothing he can do will put him at number 1.
That's it, bro. That's the ceiling. And there's nothing wrong with second place here. You're second to the originator of all this shit.
Who was the first Mike? It was probably an angel or some shit. I don't know.
Is that a biblical name? Is it a biblical name?
It
feels like it should be. Yeah.
It's an archangel, I believe.
All of them C's and H's and A's and that motherfucker. That shit biblical
as fuck.
That shit biblical as fuck.
Yeah. John's biblical too, right? That's a
For sure. Hella biblical, nigga. There's a book in the Bible named John, isn't it? Am I tripping?
Book of John.
I don't know. I've read the Bible in a long time.
It's a big one. Book of John's a big one.
Okay. I forgot, nigga. I read that motherfucker twice. Forgot that shit. Rough.
It was a list of grains. You know what I mean? There's like a section where they're listing all the different types of grains in the Old Testament. I was like, I'm checking out. I'll read the rest of this, but this is not going to stick.
I mean, I was in that shit. You feel me? Like, yeah. So yeah, I didn't sit down and read the shit like I read an actual book.
Right.
I read that twice over 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. We have to talk about it. Do you want to talk about OG Anunoby's face?
Do we have to? No, I feel kind of bad. He's so young. Okay. I don't want to tell him, man, he look like a coal miner. You know what I mean? You tell a mean joke in the coal mine, brother. I don't want to tell him he look like a Pittsburgh Steeler, bro. Let's move on, G. I'm trying to clown that man. He seemed like a nice young fellow. You know what I mean? Come on, G. Yeah, he did nothing to nobody. The NBA playoffs are heating up, and so is the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. With same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. Don't miss out as the NBA postseason winds down.
Oh boy, the playoffs have gotten fun. The Nuggets Timberwolves series is crazy, and we are locked in to see who comes out of Mavericks Thunder as well. And if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Jenkins. That's code JENKINS Jenkins for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.